Welcome to the MakuluLinux desktop. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of items. Firstly, if you look at this desktop, you'll see, wow, what a beautiful desktop environment. It works on a twin panel system. You have a panel on the left, you have a panel at the bottom. These panels are virtually integrated with each other, so it kind of looks like an L shape on your screen. The reason for that is if you open up anything like a file manager or a terminal or whatever you're working in, it opens up and it leaves you room to basically just move your mouse to the left and access vital parts of the system, or to move your mouse down and open apps very quickly and very efficiently. So you don't really have to do much except move left or move down. So you quickly have access to virtually your whole system by just moving your mouse sort of down or left. Okay, so the memory consumption is roughly cached over there. It's roughly about 600-700 megs of RAM. I know it says used 1258, but there is 433 cached. So it's about 600-700 megs of RAM. That is before you actually enable any kind of web plugins. If you enable web plugins, it will jump. Okay, so by default, when you get the system, when you first boot up the system, this is what you will see. You'll see your left panel, you'll see your bottom panel, you see this beautiful desktop, and I'm going to walk you through what these panels are and how to use them. So the left panel is a typical XFCE panel. Okay, there's nothing really special about it except it's just been nicely tucked in on the side there. On it you will find your notifications on the top here, which is your network and speaker and power, and if you have Bluetooth icon and so forth. Right at the top you got a logout button, so if you click that it will pop up the logout panel where you can log out, restart, shut down, hibernate, suspend, blah blah blah. So that's the logout right on the top left corner. Below the notification icons you've got some useful system icons. You've got system settings over here, your settings manager, your software center, bleachbit which cleans your system, trash can, package manager, software sources, update manager to update your system. You got your window border manager, you got your window manager, you got your appearance, themes, Samba shares, you got Etcher which writes ISOs to USB, you got iNex which gives you system information. Above that you got 3 Makulu icons, which is bug reports, can report bugs, enter the chat room, and make a donation. Very important. Okay, so that's basically just a system panel. The left panel is virtually just a system panel. Okay, and then you've got a bottom panel. Now the bottom panel has a twin menu system, a menu on the left and a menu on the right. The left menu, if you click the left menu, then it will bring up a standard menu. This is your typical standard menu. This is Doppio, which looks like pretty much most Linux menus that you find. So if you click on that, it will bring up a menu. Very simple, very neat, very nice, nothing special, just perfect. Okay, if you click on the menu on the other side of the screen, it will bring up a full screen menu. This is more like your GNOME kind of menu, GNOME 3 kind of menu, or the old Ubuntu menu. So you just click on that and you can scroll the items with your mouse wheel. Do you notice how nice this looks with the crystal clear panels? Anyway, so you got your 2 menus at the bottom, and you got your system panel on the left. Now next to the menu, the left menu, you've got some shortcuts to applications over here, some favorite applications that you can just launch simply from there, from one of these icons. You've also got a show desktop. If you click that, it will hide any item on the screen. And on the other side you've got your clock, you've got your weather, clock and calendar obviously, weather, keyboard settings, your slick switcher for switching between desktop environments, switching between desktops, Okay, so slick switcher over there. You got your sys monitor here, so you've got the system little sysmon that will give you information about memory and CPU usage. And then next to that you got 5 web applets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I've left them blank. I haven't set them. There's a reason for that. Out of the box, I think it's best to let users have the ability to set which websites they want these web applets to point to. Not everybody likes the same website. Some people like browsing Facebook, some people like living on Google, some people like using Gmail, some people prefer Yahoo Mail over Gmail, some people prefer Outlook Mail. So I don't know which mail client you prefer, so I will let the users decide. However, I will show you how they operate. Okay, to add an item to this panel, it's simple. You just open your menu and you just drag an item over to the panel, and that will create a shortcut. So very easy. So just drag something over from here, from your menu into the panel, and it will create a shortcut. You can also move items around on the menu, on the panel to wherever you want, and of course you can remove them as well. You can also auto hide the panel should you wish to. Panel preferences, you can set here to auto hide always, intelligently, or never. Currently it's set to never. Okay, so you can modify this panel, you can hide it, you can add icons, remove icons. It's very awesome, very easy. Yeah, simple and easy. Your bottom panel is a little bit more complicated because it is an actual dock. If we open up the dock, you'll see as applets. You can add a whole bunch of applets to the panel. You don't actually drag them onto the panel, you drag them onto this little virtual panel over here. So for example, if I wanted to put a to-do list and I wanted to put it right there between files and web browser, then I'd go okay, you see these little icons over here, these are these icons over here. So files, and that would be the first and second. So I would drag the to do right there and I'll just plonk it down between the two, and as you can see, there it is. I want to remove it, I just click on it and click the little up arrow button. Okay, the www are these little ones over here, and so you can see what is what. Okay, these little things are just simple launchers. So if you go up here, it's a simple launcher. So what I do is, for example, I plonk down a simple launcher over there, and then I drag an app over it. Let's just take gparted for example. Just drag it up and it creates a gparted icon right there. You can also remove these launchers. You can also remove it and add a new one onto that. Okay, so if you are not happy with these icons over here, you want something else, you want your own ones, you can just right click, remove them, and then just drag your own ones onto the little crosses. So you can really change these to whatever you want, which is really awesome because not everybody likes the same. However, obviously I have to put something there, so I kind of just choose what I think most people will probably use a lot. I know most people will use the file manager, the web browser, the terminal, spreadsheets will be used quite often, MyPaint, Empathy obviously. Play on Linux is optional, I guess, and Steam is optional, but definitely a music player. So if people change, they'll most likely change these two over here. You can just right click, remove, and then just drag your own preference onto there. And like I said, if you want to add more, you just go to simple launcher and just add some more simple launchers in there, and you can really go all the way across if you want. You can add as many as you want. On the other side, these little web applets, as you can see, there they are. You can drag more web applets in here if you wish. You can see there creates a new one. So you can drag as many web applets as you wish. Until you activate them, they won't actually use any kind of system resources. Once they're activated, they will actually start consuming RAM and so forth. So let's activate a couple of these just to see how they operate and what they actually do. So to activate, I click it and I select a website. As you can see here, I've got a whole bunch in here. I can always expand more, but I think I've got pretty much the most common websites and mostly used websites. So let's say I want to add Google. So I go to Google, and there we go. Now I've got Google over there. So I click that from there. It's now set to Google. It will always be set to Google. Just set it to English. So every time I click on it now, it will open Google. So now it opens Google. in its own little box. That's what the web applet is, which is very cool, because if I'm doing any kind of work in the background and I quickly want to go to Google to search something, I don't have to open a browser, I don't have to alt tab anywhere. I can just click on Google and that's it, and now I can just search, browse, do whatever I want. And when I'm finished, I just click on it and it pops back down. Click again, pops back up. Click again, pops that back down. I also have some navigation buttons: back, forward, stop, reload. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's say I want to add something else. By the way, let's see the consumption now. As you can see, it's jumped up maybe 50 or 60 megs. Where's the applet? 23 megs. It's jumped up 23 megs. Okay, so Google's using 23 megs. So these applets do consume power, RAM. So let's say I've got Google there. I'm happy. Google's some place that I use a lot in my searching, so perfect. I'll leave that one as Google. I also love to sort of you know, spend time on let's see, let's find something. YouTube. I like spending time on YouTube. Okay, so now I've got Google over there and YouTube set over there. Okay, so get rid of these ads. So now I've got YouTube set there, right? And I can just click on a video now easily and watch YouTube. Look at that, streaming flawlessly, no issues, no slowdown, and I'm inside a virtual box. Okay, I'm inside a virtual box. Okay, so you see how cool that works. So I've got Google over there and I've got YouTube over there. Let's see, what else do I like? I like some news. I like news. So let's go to Linux news. Yes, Linux news is perfect. So now I've got a little applet there for Linux news. Just give it a second to load. There we go. So whenever I want to read news, I can just pop that up and read the news. So I've got a YouTube over there, I've got a Google over there, I've got Linux news over there. Let's see, I want the radio app. I like listening to the radio. So let's go to live radio. So put a little live radio applet there and just give that a second to load. First time it's loading. The net here is horrible, so come on. Oh, it's still loading. There we go. So there I've got a live radio. So let's go to see here. Let's go find a radio station. South Africa. Of course I know the radio station South Africa. I like where is it? Go FM. I know Go FM. So I click on that and just, it says please wait 10 to 20 seconds. The radio is loading. So there we go. Now I can do my work while listening to the radio in the background. See, it just pops up, pops back down. It's out of the way. Very awesome. And when I'm done, I can just sort of exit back to the main screen and just pop it back down. Okay. So let's see. Let's find something else here. I like to sort of, you know, upload a lot of pictures. I like to upload a lot of pictures. So let's go find something where I can upload pictures. Let's see here. We've got, what's it called? Post image. There we go. Post image. So post image is over there. Now I can easily upload pictures. I can choose an image. I can upload it. Open. As you can see, uploads it straight from my PC, and I can copy the URL. I can copy the URL and paste it somewhere in a chat, you know. And then last one, let's see what I like. Wow, let's see what else I want to do here. Twitch. I like Twitch. Yes, why not? I like to you know, watch some live streams and stuff. Yeah. So I go and I click maybe Dota 2 and I go to clips. Let's go watch something here. Let's go click on clips. Let's stream a clip or something and let it just load. My net is horrible. Come on. There we go. So I can now watch some Twitch videos. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, so I add Twitch. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plugins. I usually like to keep it to 5 or 6. I usually don't like to open too many more unless you've got a lot of RAM. And even if I reboot the system now, these little these little web plugins will still be here, and I can't even remove them. See, the only way to get rid of these now would be to actually open up applets. Let's just make that big, and just to click each one and then just manually remove them, and then you can always just put new ones in there. But once assigned, they are assigned to that actual website. They will always be assigned to that website, which is pretty awesome. Very nice little setup. I'm just going to put these little ones back there again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make it 6. I like it. So as you can see now, they're back there again, and once again you can go and assign a link to each one. You've got a lot of websites here, including Netflix, Outlook, Mail, Messenger, file storage, online movies, news, Spotify for music, Telegram, WeChat, Vimeo, Yandex Mail, Yahoo Mail, Twitter, Facebook, eBay, Amazon, Badoo, Ask Ubuntu, Fox News, Maps, iTunes is even on there, News24, Pastebin, Skype fully functional, you know. So you've got a lot of options here. And of course, let's say you want to assign a website that's not on here. You can simply just type in the name and hit enter, and that website will be assigned to this little web applet here permanently as well. So these little web applets are awesome because they simply pop out and then pop back in. So you can have your mail and you can just browse your mail, pop out, pop back in, and it will be full access to your mail, full access to your Twitter, full access to IRC, full access to Google Maps, all fully functional. You can watch Vimeo videos or listen to music, do a speed test, all straight from your desktop without opening a browser window, without even leaving anything that you're doing. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you just click here and it pops out, and you just click and it pops back down. You don't actually have to exit anything that you're doing. So these are very, very awesome. Okay, your window manager is obviously the compass window manager, which is why you see the bouncy effects, the 3D cube, the unfolded cube. You see the actual cube in 3D. Okay, that's the compass windows manager. Okay, so there's a lot of settings here. You can really go crazy with editing the window manager. I haven't even enabled any of these animations and stuff. There's a lot that you can enable and play with here. It's really an extremely customizable window manager. So I mean, look at all these effects here. That's not even enabled. I've only enabled 2. Only 2 out of all of these. Only 2 is enabled. Okay. So really you can go crazy with options here, and also accessibility options are off the charts. It's awesome. Okay, so that's the window manager. Then you got your border theme manager. And have you noticed how awesome these border themes look? They blend in with the panel. I mean, when you open something, it kind of looks like it's just lying on this, just hanging in the middle of nowhere. So crazy, so awesome. Anyway, you can change your window border themes to something else if you want. You just simply click, and you'll have new border themes. See how awesome that is. So you get your Windows border theme manager. Looks really, really awesome, really insane. So yeah, let's go reset that. So yeah, so you can manage your border themes, you can manage your window manager, you can change your appearance. So you can go to appearance and change it, choose a different theme here. There's a couple installed there. I'll probably install more over time. Change your icons. So yeah, you can really, really customize your desktop however you see fit. But this is just freaking awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You got this L-shaped panel here that controls your desktop, and doesn't matter what you're doing, whatever you're doing, wherever you're working, you just move your mouse left and you've got access to icons, to shortcuts. You move your mouse down, you've got access to shortcuts. It's like your Windows lying on this layer of awesomeness, just totally surrounding your actual physical window that's open. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the current build, which is alpha 1.93, I think. It's a very early alpha build. I'm hoping to sort of have something that's you know, can be used in public by the end of next month. As you can see, I've made a ton of progress. It's already running quite stable, and this is based on Debian testing. So this is Debian testing. Yes, I don't think anybody's ever seen Debian testing look this gorgeous before. I mean, just look at this. Just look how beautiful this is. The transparency, the effects, look at all this. It's just so awesome for Debian testing. Anyway, so yeah, this is Jacques from MakuluLinux, just showing you the progress that's been made, how awesome it looks. And this is MakuluLinux LeThe, and it is build 1.93. It's early alpha build. It looks insane, and it runs just as well. So yeah, that's it from me. I will be posting more videos soon, so keep an eye out for that. Cheers, and speak to you later.